So welcome to your womb massage. So I'm going to take you through just a step-by-step guide about how to massage yourself. Just a quick reminder, we're not doing any massages on the womb if we're pregnant, if you've got an IUD, if you think you might be pregnant, also if you're on your bleed as well. We tend to just avoid massaging sort of anywhere around the tummy. So apart from that, you should all be good to go, but do remember to check with any medical professionals that you need to make sure you're happy to continue. All you're going to need is a nice comfortable spot and some nice massage oil. So I'd always go with something organic, so I do the Neal's Yard massage oil, but you can just pick your favourite, and you can have essential oils in there, anything that makes you feel nice. Something that is really good for post-bleed is clary sage, because that can really just help make sure any tension's released from the womb. Frankincense is a really good healing one, and there is always the Woman's Blend from Neal's Yard as well, is my personal favourite. So you can pop those in, or you can just have plain oils, particularly if you get migraines or headaches. Something that's just nice and plain with no scent can suit. Now you would normally do this lying down, but I'm going to start sat up just so that you can see what I'm doing and I can talk you through it. So you can lie down on your bed, you could be on a yoga mat with some bolsters and some cushions, maybe with just a slightly elevated head and shoulders, just so you've got a nice big space in front of you for your belly. So we're going to start off, we're going to get nice and comfortable and relax the shoulders. If you're going to lie down, you don't really need to look at the screen for this, you can just listen to me, or if you're watching, you're going to see where I'm going to press my hands, etc. We're going to start with taking 3 lovely big long breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now we're going to start with just a little bit of chakra balancing. So we're going to go through the chakras and apply a little bit of pressure and some massage. So we'll just start at the very top of the head, which is the crown chakra. We're going to press down maybe 3 to 5 times and then massage around in gentle circles. You're not going to use your thumb for this, maybe the first and second finger or just the first finger. Little massage. And when you're doing this, once you've got into the flow of it, you can do this for as long as you like, but we're just going to make this a quite short video so you can see everything. So once you've done the crown, we're going to move to the third eye. So it's just the centre of the forehead, same thing, pressing maybe 3 or 5 times, and then around in little circles. Doesn't really matter which way you go, and you can mix it up. Lovely. You're going to go down to the throat chakra, so it's just the centre of the collarbone, a little press again, and then round in circles. Lovely, then we're going to go to the heart centre, so it's just right into the chest bone, so it can be a lot easier to do this without a bra on, so just finding that centre, little press again, not too hard, and then round in circles. Lovely. Going to come down to the solar plexus, so this is just above the belly button, pressing again, nice firm, go a little bit firmer here now, and then round in circles. And once you get to the belly, tend to do this round in a clockwise position, so as if you were the clock. Then down just underneath the belly button, we're going for the sacral, pressing down, and then some circles. Lovely. And then to finish, we're going down to the root. So you've got really a lot of choice here. The start of the root is the perineum, so you can feel free to give that a little massage. You can massage the thighs, or you could come down onto the toes and press the big toes and then do the circles. And that's also quite good because in reflexology this is the womb area, so this is a nice starting point for the womb massage. Lovely. And when we're finished, we're just again getting into our comfortable position and perhaps setting an intention. So now we've sort of got into the chakras, we're going to set our intention for our massage. So if this is a fertility reason, we might be setting an intention to get pregnant. If it's to balance some hormones, then we might be just asking for balance, for calmness, or if there's something specific that we're helping to heal, like polycystic ovaries, again, bring that intention in to heal. Then we're going to begin to grab our massage oil. So just hopefully it's in arm's length. We're going to get a little bit of oil and just rub it in to both hands, just so there's a nice film on the hands, nothing too much, and this will depend on your skin as well. If you've got quite dry skin, just add a little bit more in. And we're just going to begin with placing the hands on the belly again, just bringing that intention. We want to keep bringing it in through the massage, and then just spreading some oil in a nice big clockwise motion. You can use both hands, you can use one hand, see what feels good. And then we're going to bring it in just above that belly button, and you're going to want to get really nice and close to the belly button. And we're going to again press in maybe 3 or 5 times, depending on how much time we've got here, and then do some little circles. And we're going to take this all the way around the belly button in 4 points. So we're going to go to the left of the belly button, do the same thing, little circles. Go underneath the belly button. We're going to stay really, really close. Little circles. And just notice any tension as well. You might find there's little pockets as we go through. And then take it to the right, pressing in. Like I said, you can do this much, much slower when you're doing this without the video. This is just to get you into what we're covering. Lovely. We're going to come back to the top of that belly button. And we're going to start to make a circle around the belly button, and it's going to slowly get bigger, spiraling outwards. And you can begin with just the first 2 fingers, and then it might progress to all of the fingers, and then the whole hand. And we're going to go all the way up into the heart space, and we're going to go all the way down into the womb space. So much better to do this with sort of no bottoms on, or we're going to slide knickers down or pyjama bottoms down, whatever we're wearing. So we've got plenty of space. Lovely. So again, you can do this for as long as you like, nice and warmed up belly. And we're going to come back to the top. We're going to treat the belly now as if it had 4 quadrants. So you've got one at the top here, one at the top there, so right and left. And then you've got right and left at the bottom as well. We're going to start with the top right quadrant, and we're just going to massage into the belly button. You can do this with both hands or one hand, whatever feels easier for you. And it can be some sweeping motions, it can be some wiggling of the fingers, particularly if you meet any tension, and wiggle it in. So we're going to start with that right top quadrant, and then we're going to move to the left top quadrant. Massage down into the belly. So it's a lot easier if you're laid down. Always going inwards, never coming outwards. Lovely. And then we're going to go to the bottom left quadrant, and we're going to be lifting up and in, back into the belly button. Nice massage. Again, wiggle the fingers. If you find a little crunchy bit, we're going to just massage into that. And then we're going to move to the bottom right quadrant. Again, give it a nice massage. You might find that both sides feel very different. Lovely. So I'm going to spend maybe 5 minutes doing all of that, maybe 10 if you've got a bit longer. And you're going to come into the centre. We really want to find the womb space. So we're going to start from the sort of top of the pelvic bone, and we're going to massage up. And we're lifting the belly up and in. And that might feel a little odd to begin with. Again, you can do sweeping motions, you can do wiggling motions with the fingers. Nice big motions in. Lovely. Once you've done that, and I'd say about 5 minutes if you can spare on here. And then going to keep one hand down onto that womb space there, and we're going to use the other hand to gently sweep down from the heart centre to the belly button. And then we might start bringing it up from the bottom and down from the heart. And the top line from the heart to the belly button is the father line, and from the womb up to the belly button is the mother line. So you might find if there is tension in either of those, that it might bring up a few thoughts. It might trigger some memories. Just be open to everything, allow it to come and go, and more importantly, just keep yourself safe. If you don't want to think about anything, you don't have to, you can just breathe it out, let it go. Once we've done that, we're going to move to the ovaries. So this in particular, if you do have something like polycystic ovaries or polyps, is going to be really, really good to release. So we're going to find the ovaries. So you're going to find your hip bones and then move just slightly in, maybe like 2 fingers worth in, and that's where we want to be. And we want to be moving in circles around the ovaries. Circle. Nice and firm, but should never be painful. So if there is pain, do ease off. And once you've done a few circles, you're going to sweep down into the pelvic bone. You're going to very lightly brush the fingers back up, and then we're going to begin again. Swirling into the ovaries, and then down into the pelvic bone. Fabulous. Just keep it going for as long as feels good. And you might find, particularly if it's around ovulation, that one side feels maybe a little swollen. And once you've done that, you're going to just bring the hands back to the belly. Take a moment, and then you can sweep round in those big circles. You can start really, really big. And then you're just going to come back in. So you're going to do that swirling motion back into the belly button. Again, you can take your time, swirling it in, back into centre. And then release. You are finished. And at this point you could add your castor oil pack if you're going to. You can watch the other video on castor oil packs. Enjoy.